Hey guys, so as you know, I'm a huge advocate for working on range of motion on your own because you're going to have more control over the intensity, over the discomfort. A therapist, they're going to push too hard or too lightly. You can control the intensity. And most of the time, patients will push harder than they would allow me to push because they're in control. So if you're working on knee flexion, bending the knee, one of my favorite, absolute favorite, you could do this literally the first day after surgery, is you set up a chair. Try to find a stable chair, not a chair with wheels, not a chair that slides around. Set up a chair next to a closet. So in this example, my right knee had the total knee replacement. You probably are already doing this, but if you don't have the knee flexion, you can kick that foot forward as you sit down. And then what I would do is I would position the chair so that I'm inside the door frame. Could be a bathroom, a closet, could be anything. If I can bring my toe back on the surgical side to put it right against the wall. From your angle, you can see that I'm not even at 90 degrees of knee flexion yet. But there's an objective measurement of how far my knee is from the wall. I believe that when patients can measure progress, they tend to do better than if they have no idea what's going on. Even if I can't measure my knee range of motion at home, I can objectively measure this distance from the front of my knee to the wall when my toe is touching the wall. From here, I can sit back and maybe this is enough to feel a stretch to get to that point of discomfort, but not the point of pain. Now, as I'm sitting here, I can do an isometric contraction, meaning I'm pushing just a little bit into the wall, then I relax. This is a contract-relax mechanism trying to relax the quad muscle because the quad is the main muscle that's going to resist knee flexion if you're feeling pain or if you're nervous about what the knee is going to do. So I do a press into the wall, hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and I relax. If that's okay, I might press, hold it for 5 to 7 seconds, and then I relax. Once I've done this for a minute or two, usually the quad is going to be pretty relaxed. It's going to chill out. And then what I can do is I can start to slide my hips forward. I'm not moving the chair. What's happening is I'm leaning back and I'm sliding my hips forward, which now you can see the distance from the wall to the front of my knee is shorter. This is where I was in the beginning. As I recline back, this is where I am now. You can see that now I'm at or past 90 degrees of flexion. And the same thing, I can sit here, I can push just gently into the wall, hold it 5 to 7 seconds, let it relax. Maybe I repeat that for 1 to 2 minutes, and then maybe I even slide a little bit more. If I get to the point where I feel like I'm going to slide out of the chair, that means you're making great progress. I can put the foot back into the opening. I can slide the chair forward, reset, and now I begin the process again. And over the span of maybe 10 to 15 minutes of this, eventually my goal for this particular exercise is to get to where my knee is touching and my toe is touching. That's about as much progress as I'm going to make with this exercise, but I can measure objectively with a ruler. Maybe I'm at 6 inches. Then yesterday or today I made it to 5 inches. And then maybe in 2 or 3 more days I made it to 3 inches until eventually I can actually touch. And once we've gotten to the point where my toe is touching and my knee is touching, I know I'm well past the 90-degree mark. Now I can move on to more advanced exercises. So I hope this was helpful. If you have specific questions, go ahead and post them down in the comments.